Respected sadhakas, welcome. The minimum which we can do to help ourselves is studying the Shastras, our Tattva Shastras, Sanatana Dharma Shastras, because in these Shastras alone we are told the cause of our own limitations and sufferings, where we are going wrong, what wrong we are doing. And also in these Shastras alone, how to correct all those wrong is also told. And in the Shastra only, we are envisaged or we are shown as a human being with the faculties, abilities, opportunities, freedoms that are given, what are the grades of heights we can reach, wherein more freedom, more happiness can be enjoyed, including the ultimate freedom, ultimate happiness. Again, in the Shastras alone, how that ultimate gain and in between the higher and higher heights can be reached. All those preparations, all the techniques are beautifully explained in the Shastra. And again, in the Shastra only, how we have to prepare ourselves, that also told. Again, in the Shastra only, because through the various stories, examples, what can be the possible obstructions that can come en route, they are also clearly mentioned. And so too, how those obstructions can be conquered, avoided, prevented, all are told. That means our Shastras have that guidance, that beautiful knowledge, that great wisdom by which from the level where we are of limitations and suffering, through various gradations of happiness, we can reach to the highest happiness. Therefore, if you don't have the information also of these things, then how can we travel on this path? Therefore, studying the Shastras is minimum to gain the information. Again, doing the mananam on the Shastra Jnana alone is the next stage to have clear in understanding, conviction about what we have heard. And again, it is the Shastra and the examples in the Shastra only propel us, inspire us to take this spiritual goal as the ultimate goal and pursue it diligently. By all these things, and even after knowing the truth, it is the Shastra only which certifies, which tells through the Brahmagnani Lakshanas whether we have reached or not. So, from all these discussions, what we can understand and can help ourselves by accepting that if at all any best well wisher is there in for us in our life, it is our own Sanatana Dharma Shastras. All Shastras are beautiful, but they are to bring the distracted mind into single pointedness. And those whose minds have become relatively single pointed and calm and quiet, for them, the highest Tattwa teaching Shastras called Upanishads alone have to be studied. And in that alone, what we mentioned so far, the Tattva Anubhuti, for that Tattva Sadhana, Tattva Jnana, everything is detailedly, elaborately, beautifully given. If we say we can't understand the Vedanta Upanishads, thank God we got Bhagavan himself arriving in the form of Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara and exhaustively explaining to us all these 10 major Upanishads, how to understand them and what is the sadhanas hidden in them, how to reach to the ultimate. So through the Bhashya, studying the Shastra, getting all information, converting it to knowledge and conviction, getting again inspiration from without as well as within, then consciously day by day increasing our sadhana hours, sadhana depth, sadhana quality, we can reach out to the promised goal of emancipation of mukti from all limitations, from all bondages, from all conditionings, from all misery giving experiences of births and deaths and changes and diseases and decays, all of that which happened to the upadhis, not to me. To that me we can experience, we can identify with, get free from all this. So therefore, there cannot be a moment where we are not doing manana chintana of the Shastras and through that evolving in our own identity. This sort of commitment should come to us. It is not that one or two Shastras we heard, therefore it is enough, no more. That means we are not so qualified, lucky, pure enough. If after two, three Shastra Dhenam, if the mind says no, more and more we have to deeply study, throughout the day we have to revel only in the theme of the Shastra, that means we are fortunate and lucky. Because once we have tasted the Amrita giving, Mukta giving Shastra, leaving it and going for something else, how can it happen? You'll be a unt Shrota, as we studied in Bhagavata, the four shrotas of the avara and uttama and avara, two types of shrotas, uttama shrotas and avara shrotas. ऊंट वाला जो बताया हमको, it just keeps away the mango fruits and eats only the neem patta and neem fruit, nimbam khadati. So it should not, it cannot happen, so that we have to be careful throughout life for us, for the study Shastra and to clearly understand Shastra, the Guru, and to get the blessings of these to the Lord. These can never be even a moment left or forgotten by us. They should become only one purpose, only one means, only one goal for us. And that all will happen en route when we understand the all other outer life we are living is enchanting and superficial. In the depth of it, it has nothing but the bondage and misery to give us. Through proper analysis, if this understanding is gained, and therefore by default or requirement, when we develop the Pratipaksha Bhavana, dosha drushti to the world, then we can do this. When the intellect is sharp, subtler, purer, it will understand the emptiness of the worldliness, the fullness in spirituality. Then the full spirituality experience के लिए we are able to give up everything willingly, joyfully by your own choice. This is how a paripakwa sadhaka starts a journey. It's only beginning. Then when he is doing sadhana, then en route, lot of known unknown obstacles from every sort will come. So what? We have our wisdom, we have our shastras, we have our guru, we have our upasya devata to bless us to negotiate through all of them and keep on moving. Charai veti, charai veti, charai veti. In this very life, may all this happen to us. May we experience the truth with this desire, with this willingness, with this commitment. Today also let us have all our satsangas of Taittiriya Parayanam, Taittiriya Adhyanam with Adi Shankara Bhashyam, Yoga Darshanam with Vyasa Bhashyam, again Mundaka Upanishad with Adi Shankara Bhashyam, then Gita for the youth. Evening, our beautiful Bhagavatam yesterday we saw, started to see Bhagavan Krishna's Dinacharya and how wonderful it was. Then how he goes to Sudharma Sabha and all of that. Today we will see. And in Adhyatma Ramayanam, today the Rama Ravana Sangrama, the Yuddha, will start in the Yuddha Kanda. So in our Ashtotaras, we will be concluding today Navagraha Stotram with the chant of the Ketu Graha. So whole days, full opportunities given to us. How much we involve in them, how much we encash them, how much we gain out of them is our discussion. Nowhere to go, no need to struggle. Just wherever we are, To that place only Bhagavan and Guru and Shastra, Shruti are blessing. So we can receive them with all open hands, with all respect and reverence. So let us learn this art of receiving the blessings fully, openly, given without any cost. So let us do our first program of chanting the mantras. Yesterday we have done our chanting up to Narayana. Annamna Nindyat ho gaya. Then we have to do today the Sadachara Pradarshanam Brahmananda Anubhava completely. Let us chant Om Nakanchana Vasatau Pratyachakshita Tadvratam तस्माद्यया कया च विधया बह्वन्नं प्राप्नुयात् आराध्यस्मा अन्नमित्या चक्षते एतद्वै मुखतोऽन्नगं राद्धं मुखतोऽस्मा अन्नगं राध्यते एतद्वै मध्यतोऽन्नगं राद्धं मध्यतोऽस्मा अन्नगं राध्यते एतद्वा अन्ततोऽन्नगं राद्धं अन्ततोऽस्मा अन्नगं राध्यते य एवं वेद क्षेम इति वाचि योगक्षेम इति प्राणापानयोः कर्मेति हस्तयोः गतिरिति पादयोः विमुक्तिरिति पायौ इति मानुषी समाज्ञाः अथ दैवीः तृप्तिरिति वृष्टौ बलमिति विद्युति यश इति पशुषु ज्योतिरिति नक्षत्रेषु प्रजातिरमृतमानन्द इत्युपस्थे सर्वमित्याकाशे तत्प्रतिष्ठेत्युपासीत प्रतिष्ठावान् भवति तन्मह इत्युपासीत महान् भवति तन्मन इत्युपासीत मानवान् भवति तन्नम इत्युपासीत नम्यन्ते स्मै कामाः तद्ब्रह्मेत्युपासीत ब्रह्मवान् भवति तद्ब्रह्मणः परिमर इत्युपासीत पर्येण म्रियन्ते द्विषन्तः सपत्नाः पर्ये प्रिया भ्रातृव्याः स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवंविद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य इमान् लोकान् कामान्निकामरूप्यनुसञ्चरन् एतत्सामगायन्नास्ते हा वो हा वो हा वो अहमन्नमहमन्नमहमन्नम् अहमन्नादो अहमन्नादो अहमन्नादः अहग्गश्लोककृदहग्गश्लोककृदहग्ग श्लोककृत् अहमस्मि प्रथमजारुतास्य पूर्वं देवेभ्यो अमृतस्य न भायि यो मा ददाति स इदेव मा वाह अहमन्नमन्नमदन्तमाद्मि अहं विश्वं भुवनमभ्यभवाम सुवर्णज्योतिः य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ करुणावरुणालय पालय माम् भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृदं रचया किल दर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायनाग्निवल्क्य आद्यशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायाणां साधनानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यदेवतापरम्परायाः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्वशान्तिकल्याणेकता प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये ये ये निश्चिताः वक्ताः साधकाः कङ्कणबद्धाः तेषां सदा सर्वदा दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं च अस्माकमपि आयुरारोग्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादिप्राप्तिद्वारा शास्त्रज्ञानप्राप्तिप्रचारे दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं च श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचयिनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। ॐ अथ तृतीया भृगुवल्ली। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ प्रथमोऽनुभागः। ॐ भृगुर्वै वारुणिः वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीः भगवो ब्रह्मेति तस्मा एतत् प्रोवाच अन्नं प्राणं चक्षुश्रोत्रं मनोवाचमिति तगं होवाच यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत्प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्ति तद्विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्मेति सदबोधप्यत सदवस्तप्त्वा. Friends, in our last 5-6 days of effort, or little more, in this first Anuvaka of Bhrugu, what is that information we have to gather? We have thoroughly studied with the kind help of Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. What is required is repeatedly either doing mananam if we are carrying the information in our head, or listening few more times to grasp the meaning of every word and every sentence, and the goal indicated, the sadhana, the preparations that are indicated in them. Having grasped, actually we have to do what the disciple son, the Bhrugu, has done for his own realization of the self. So every sentence, every vakya, so very important, was discussed. Whether they are Shishya's Lakshanas, the Guru's love for the disciple, and the Shishya, the way he approaches the Guru, and the thing he asks, the best one, Adihi Bhagavo Brahma Iti. So how pure the heart must be, how clear he must be, with the evolution of so many lives, that from his own father, Guru, other than Brahma, he doesn't want anything to know. Only Brahma he wants to know. If you see in all the Upanishads, Upanishads have become Upanishads because the disciples in those have become the Jignasu only of the Brahma Tattva. And to them the Gurus have revealed the Brahma Jnana. That is why they have become the Upanishads, the Brahma Tattva revealing and moksha giving literature. Highest. Then we have seen the beautiful guidance given by the Guru, blended with is the disciples' maturity also. How he has caught what unsaid by the Guru Father, and it is approved later on by the Guru. What he caught and what he has started doing it. So each of these things should be entering into our own heart, and that information knowledge should become our own. That we ourselves are the Bhrugu now, we ourselves are the sadhakas, we are doing the understood sadhana. So in this again, the first Anuvakam, we have seen the Upalabdhi Dwara, then we have seen the Tathastha Lakshana of the Brahman, then using the Upalabdhi Dwara through the Tadastha Lakshana, through the Jignasa, is a Vicharana inquiry, we have to slowly, steadily reach to the Brahma Tattva. And all that effort by which we come away from the entire world and fully single pointedly focus only on the self till that is experienced. All that effort put in the two lettered word called as tapasya. So the Upalabdhi Dwara Annam Pranam Chakshu Shrotra Mano Vacham. 6. And many more. Other unsaid upadhis of us, they all also can be the Dwaradi to discover Brahman. Here he was given the 6 by the father Guru. उसमें से एक या दो से भी you can get Paramatma, but for the sake of practice, he gave 6 Dwara. Then he said the Tatastha Lakshana of the Brahman, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayante abhisamvishanti. This is the main sentence or sloka, mantra, on which only entire tapasya at this level called as contemplation depends. In the contemplation of which we try to match everything with this sentence. And whichever is not matchable, all of them are rejected as not Brahman. Because here the Brahman Atman definition is this, that from which everything beings come out, in which everything stay, and toward the end, not only they merge in it, but avisamvishanti, avisamyak vishanti. They become in fact one with that. That is called as Brahman. So, taking this, the Shishya thought over what sadhana to do, and he started doing tapasya. All tapasyas are only two types. The Vyatireka of everything which is distracting to my meditation, and the Anvaya are doing the meditation with the help of guidance given by the Guru, holding on to the Mahavakya of the Lakshana of the Parabrahma and experimenting that Mahavakya on all the Upalabdhi Dwara. So this is what in the first Anuvaka we have learned. And Sadabodapyata, that Bhrugu has done the tapasya. Then the Tapas Tattwa, having done the tapasya, what happened to him? That is what is said in the second Anuvaka, of which also we have seen the literal meaning. Today we will study it thoroughly through the Bhashyam. Then we can go into the further Anuvakas also today. Now let us chant the second Anuvakam. Om pra annam brahmeti vyajanaat अन्नाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते अन्नेन जातानि जीवन्ति अन्नं प्रयन्ति विसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगं होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपोतप्यथ स तपस्तप्त्वा. We can enjoy once more. Annam brahmeti vyajānād annādhyeva kalvimāni bhūtāni jājante annena jātāni jīvanti annam prayante visamvishanti te tadvijñāya punareva varunam pitaramupasasāra adhihi bhagavo brahmeti tagam hovacha tapasa brahma vijigñāsasva तपो ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा. Wonderful. As said in the first Anuvaka towards the end, satapotapyata. He has done the tapasya. Then satapastaptva. Having done tapasya, what has happened to him? What has he gained? So, directly we are taking the Bhashya only. Having done the tapasya, he reached to the goal for which he has done the tapasya. And in the tapasya, whom did he approach? The first Upalabdhi Dwara, the Annam. Then he came to know. What he came to know? Annam Brahma iti Vyajanatu iti Vijñātava. Crystal clearly he has understood Annam alone is Brahma. Annam is Brahma. Yes, come. Then he was asked, hey, did you do tapasya? Yeah, I have done. Did you discover the Brahman? Yes, I have discovered Brahman. As what, sir? Annam Brahma. How did you do that? I followed the technique given by the Guru to contemplate. Now here, the contemplation itself is tapasya. Inquiry is tapasya. Using the Lakshana Vakya of the Brahman and experimenting it on the Upalabdhi Dwara, that effort is tapasya here. And trying to see what is said in this Lakshana Vakya is fulfilled there or not, matching there or not. If matches, then that is Brahman. So therefore, how did he come to know? Annam Brahmeti Vyajanat, Annam Brahma iti Vyajanat, Vijñātavan. How did he come to know? Because the three conditions that are told of Brahman, three Lakshanas, they are matching with Annam. So yesterday we saw कि yato va imani bhutani jayante. So what is with regard to the Anna he found? Annati heva khalu imani bhutani jayante. So it is very clear in that knowledge that the beings are born out of the womb of the parents, and that's because of the Anna consumed by the parents has become the Anna rasa, then the Kana Virya, whatever you call. Is it not? If the Annam is not eaten, then in that Purushastri Samyoga, the Bija Ityadi, then the Janma of the Bhuta cannot happen in any of the yonis. Therefore, he is so clearly analyzed and know that from the Anna only the beings are born. So, while analyzing this, where is the drishti of the beings to be? On the Annamaya Kosha, the Sharira only. We looking from the Annamaya Deha standpoint. And this Annamaya Deha definitely has come from Anna only. Then the second sentence said in the Lakshana Vakya is Annena eva jatani jivanti. Because of the Anna only, the born jivas are able to continue their life and grow. Jivanti vruddhim prapnuvanti. So then he has observed all the things which are born, they are given food. Any animal, any of the plants, human being, birds, so because of Anna only, they are continuing to alive, they are growing. When the Anna was not given for experiment's sake, they are dying only, then there is no growth in them. So Jivanam and Pravardhanam or Vruddhi both are happening because of Anna. So Annena Jatani Jivanti. Okay. And the second sentence is what? Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti. That by which the things born are sustained or growing. So anna is the thing by which the things are sustained and growing. Therefore, second thing also matched. Therefore, two-thirds are done. That annam is Brahma. Everywhere is observing. With the food consumed only, the trees also are growing because of the food in the form of the earth and water, etc. Every one of them are growing because of anna only. You could see whether plants, birds, animals. So second principle convinced. You have to contemplate like that. Same way. Third one, annam prayanti avisambhishanti. Annam prayanti. So, after the death, every one of them are going to that Anna only from where they came. And Soma, they are going to become Anna. That Abhivishanti means they are getting one with that Anna only. Very important analysis it is. It gives a powerful vairagya for us. This is analyzed. How? Because we know now that this Annamaya Kosha has come from Anna, staying because of Anna, goes into the Anna only. Nobody can stop it other than accepting nothing can be done. This is what is going on to every Annamaya Kosha right from the beginning of creation. Not knowing and not accepting this fact, point one, point two, the impossible trying to do on this. These are the causes of dukkha. What is the impossible we want to do? That the Anna Maya Sharira, which is born of Anna, we want it to continue eternally. You understand? So when this sentence, ki Annam Prayanti Abhivishanti, is deeply analyzed and understood and accepted. है ना कि every Annamaya Kosha goes back to the Anna from where it has come. Then neither we have attachment to our Annamaya and fear of death, nor we are attached to other Annamaya Kosha and get attached to them. And or fear of losing them, etc. And thank God, Lord's grace, ki no Annamaya Kosha, it is ours or others, is remaining as cute as it was in the childhood, is remaining as handsome as in the youth age. Thank God it is day by day becoming so old, so bad, so wrinkled and useless that we get Vairagya at least on this pretext. Not as it is, it is. I know. Whatever the external attractions we were infatuated or anything, if you look at all that is gone only. Everything becomes senile, almost about to die only, and after the death also the dead body only, going to become the food. Now this thing एक का 100 बार सोचने से that moha that the body should continue eternally then goes away. That's only moha. It has no meaning. It has to be eliminated through right understanding and accept. Once accepted, then our drishti should not be on Annamaya. You manage it, take care of it when it is diseased, etc. More than that, my attention is on the self or the sadhana, not on this. If somebody can achieve it, he has really done this analysis perfectly. So, first sentence explained. What is that? Annam Brahmeti Vejanat. Second line is explained. Why? Because the three principles told about the Lakshana of the Brahma, Tatastha, are fulfilled in the Anna. How? Annadiheva kalvimani bhutani jayante, annena eva jatani jivanti, annam prayanti abhisambhishanti. Okay? Up to this is over. Now once it is over, tad vijnaya, having gained this knowledge, be attentive. Tad vijnaya, knowing the Anna to the Brahman, अन्नं ब्रह्मेति जानात् कि पुनः एव वरुणम उपससार पितरम उपससार again to the father pita guru varuna he has come. So we have to fill the gap here. When he has known Brahman, it is realized you don't need to go to the guru for any other discussion, etc. So he has gone. So why he has gone, even though he has known Annam as Brahman, that is explained. Ki sa evam tapaha tattva. Okay, that Bhrugu, having this way done tapasya. What tapasya done here? The three sentences of Lakshana Vakya he is trying to apply on each of the dwara. The first one, dwara means entrance. So through this entrance, I may realize Brahman that way. And through these entrances only the Brahman is realized, having rejected all of them. But before rejecting, assumption that this must be Brahman because it is fulfilling all the conditions. But little deeper analysis, it has many other defaults which are not there in Brahman, therefore it cannot be Brahman. In this way, taking it as Brahman, okay, on the strength of scriptural knowledge only, but again on the strength of the higher knowledge, rejecting it not to be the Brahman. This is how we have to, in pursuit of Brahman, reject all the lower panchakoshas where we are caught up. Whether you call it as a Brahma, whether you call it as Atma, it is same. Remember, the Upanishad's Lakshya is Brahma Prapti or Atma Prapti. So if you say Brahma Prapti and if it is appearing as objective, then we can say it as Atma Prapti. So I am in search of my own pure real Atma Anubhuti, which is in totality Drushti called as Brahman. So we are in the Brahma Jignasa or we are in Atma Jignasa. Okay. So in that Atma Jignasa, we have discussed and found that first one, the Annamaya, is Brahman, with along with Bhrugu. But Bhrugu has again gone to his father. How can he go to father? Why did he go? After discovering Annamaya as Brahman, हो गया ना खेल खत्म दुकान बंद. That is what Virochana has done. And when Indra Virochana, both of them went to the Prajapati, the Brahma, please teach us Brahmatma. He told both of them, you look into the water. When you look into the water, you will find Brahman. And they both looked, both of them in the beginning thought, what is seen is Brahman. Because Guru said, in that the Virochana accept the reflected Sharira itself is Paramatma, then he went and did that Prachara only. And they all become Bhautikavadins, Asuras and Rakshasas. But Indra had so many doubts. I am seeing the reflection. How can I the seen real thing? I can't be the seen cannot be the seer. In this way, he goes second, third time, 32 साल 3 बार और 9 साल 101 साल 96 plus again last 9 or 10 years he stays with the Guru doing all upasana, all upacharya to Guru. Finally, he discovers, having crossed one by one misunderstandings regarding the self. So here also the number of years are not mentioned, but that's what the Shishya Bhrugu is doing. We also have to do. The question is why he has gone to the Guru Maharaj. Answer is what? Ki saha evam tapah taptva annam brahma iti vijnaya. How? Anna lakshanena upapatya cha. So Anna Lakshana is matching with the Lakshana of the Brahman. Punaha eva. Again Punaha eva. Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara. Punaeva again Varunam to that Varuna Maharaj, Guru, Pitaram who is a father, Upasasara, again he went near him. So Punaha eva Varunam. In between these two, Shankara Bhagavan is giving his Bhashya. So Punaha eva Samshayamapannaha, having got the doubt about his own discovery, having got the doubt of his own discovery, to clear that Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, he went to again Varuna, the Pita, the Guru. Having gone there, did he change his Lakshya? No. Again it is repeated. The two things that are repeated in every Anuvaka are so important. One, what every time the disciple is asking the Guru. Second, what every time the Guru is replying as sadhana. इन दोनों को हमें गौर से पकड़ना है. These are the places where we have to be very subjective and catch it for ourselves. Like in any of the other activities, we look at others when we don't know, we learn from it. First time when you are in flight, so look at the neighbor, how he's putting a belt, etc. We do it. Even when we go to any of the application form filling up in the bank first time, किसे पूछकर जैसे वो करते हैं हम करते हैं. So to what here Bhrugu has done, you have to learn from him. Exactly it should happen in us also. Whatever has happened in all the disciples in all Upanishads, if that also happens in us, that means we are studying Upanishad. If not, we are studying Upanishad objectively, that will not help us. Any bhakti granthas also, when we study, that bhakta should become us or we should become him. Then only there's a faida. As long as we study Shastras objectively, so long we are not getting benefit out of them. The characters in the Shastras should be identified by us as our own selves. Then enter into the shoe or the grooves in what they were and did what they. Same thing we have to do. So samshayava apannaha. So punah eva varunam pitaram upasasara. Punah eva samshayam apannaha varunam pitaram upasasara. Having got a doubt about his own discovery, whether it's right or not, he went to his father. So why did he go to the father? Because Samshaya came to him. Okay. Having gone there, what did he ask? Adi bhago brahma iti. Again he asked Brahma, Father Guru, oh Guru, please teach me the Brahma. Adi bhago brahma iti. Okay. Teach me the Brahman again. Now, kaha punah samshaya hetu asya iti uchyate. What is the karana for him to have this samshaya doubt? Now, this next paragraph, which we are going to study, in which three or four lines are there, they are to be very keenly heard, very, very consciously. Not big deals in terms of the understandableness of the matter, but the matter itself is very important. समझना मुश्किल नहीं है बट बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज वन why the samshaya came samshaya hetu kya hai asya iti uchyate. Only one reason is given here as the cause of the doubt. What is that? Annasya utpatti darshanat. It is so clearly seen that the anna from where the jivas are born, maintained, and going back into that anna itself is not eternally existing. It is not at one time. It is only in the fields when the farmers are growing, then it is grown. In that growth, it is born there. अन्न का उत्पत्ति हो रहा है वहां नो Brahman is Satyam Jnanamanantam according to his Swarupa Lakshana. He being Satyam is eternally there. When he is eternally there, he is not born. Therefore, the born Anna cannot be Brahman, even though the three Lakshanas said by the Guru about the Brahman are satisfied or fulfilled by the Anna. Yet Utpatti Darshanat. Now, other things are not told, we have to add. What are that? That which has got utpatti, it has got modification, it becomes vikara, yukta. Slowly, slowly, anything utpanna, born, will die. We are talking about the eternal Brahman, not the perishable. Okay? Then other things can be what? Okay, this anna, I am understanding. Therefore, it is object. And I am in the inquiry of subject. ओके ना आत्म दर्शन के लिए मैं निकला हूं ये अन्नमय तो अनात्मा के रूप में मुझे क्लियरली पता चल रहा है सो आई कैन टेक अंडरस्टैंड इट आई कैन सी इट देयरफॉर इट इज अनात्मा and it has got a utpatti therefore it was not there earlier and anything utpanna slowly dissolves and destroys one day therefore the satyatva the eternity of brahman is not there in it therefore anna is not brahma that doubt he has got Utpatti Darshana. So, Utpatti, modification, destruction, objectivity, and anything objective is Jada. So, but Brahman is to be the Gnapti Swarupa also, na? Second one. So, Yatava Iman Bhutani, these three are fulfilled in the Anna. But Satyam Jnanam Anantam, these three are not fulfilled. ये तो जड़ है देखा जा रहा है हमसे एनीथिंग सीन इज जड़ा Finally, Ananta is not fulfilled because it is Santa. है कि नहीं? Brahman is Ananda. This human body or any body is Santa. And the Anna, which is considered as Brahman with analysis, also Santa. It is ending. So that which is ending, how it can be Brahma? Therefore, neither the Annam is Brahman nor the Anna Vikara, Annamaya Kosha is Brahman. Now remember, ruthlessly having inquired this, we have to reject the Tadatma with the Annamaya Kosha from the root of our heart. Then only we have the eligibility go to the next kosha or next dwaram. है ना? When he has a doubt and with the doubt he rejected it and he wants to know something other as Brahman Atman from the guidance of the Guru, he has fully understood and totally rejected. The rejection is both ways. One is either rejecting this Annamaya Kosha also as me, or as was said in the earlier one, Ayatam Annamaya Matman Upasangramati. In that way, the entire Annamaya Kosha is me. Samashti Annamaya. Then also the individual Annamaya Kosha Tadatmya, which is a problem, that goes away. That we have to problem. Annamaya is not problem. This Annamaya alone, me is there, no? To that only we are cocooned, to that only we are attached. For that sake only we are doing everything, and to it only we are trying to make happy. That only we are trying to make eternal, immortal, beautiful. Nayopara. Therefore we are suffering. Therefore, identity with our personal Annamaya Kosha we have to transcend, which is the vikara of the Anna. Therefore, Anna, because of these reasons, cannot be the Brahman. And our goal is Brahman. Don't forget that. When my goal is Brahman, why should we get stuck up with Annamaya Kosha? This thought we have to listen 1,000 times. जब मेरा लक्ष्य परमात्मा है तो मैं क्यों फंसू अन्नमय में, मेरे भी और दूसरों के भी. ये बहुत गंभीर विचार है. Unless this is entertained and from the root level, the Annamaya importance is eliminated, we will stay at Annamaya level only. फिर भी with that thought of फिर भी. What फिर भी? Your goal is परमात्मा और फिर भी क्यों कह रहे हो? छोड़ो इसको. छोड़ना मतलब all that slavery which we had so far for this Annamaya Kosha, we have to transcend. If this is not done, we have not at all understood or did what is the purpose of this mantra. इस अनुवाक का क्या उद्देश्य है, उसको हमने फुलफिल किया ही नहीं, अगर हमको ये नहीं होता हमारे जीवन में. Acceptance of the Annamaya Kosha's Vikara and Mrityu, objectification of it, rejecting it as not the Brahman or Atman. नहीं तो फिर से मोह व्यामय हो जाएंगे हम. And very as we are going to study now Yoga Darshanam, the Raga Dvesha Adi will be so prominent, will pull again and again us into the Deha Tadatmya. अब इसी में लटक भटक रहेंगे, है ना, यही लटकते रहेंगे. Then we cannot transit deep in our meditation. So every of this Upanishadic knowledge ना, उसका practical consequence होना चाहिए और उस practice करने का experiential consequence होना चाहिए. Otherwise, what's the use? Like when we eat food, there is a consequence. Hunger is removed, there is a satisfaction, contentment, the energy is gained. When you have good sleep of 6 hours, so when you get up, the freshness, the consequences, and full of energy. In the same way, when we are listening to Shastra, what should be the consequence? Theoretical understanding and uska practice. Then when you have to do the practice, what is its experiential consequence? Experiential. That we have to aim it. Spirituality has consequences, not without. So, consequence, a goal, purpose. So, how many times we have to do till from the root level while living in the body, okay, performing with the body, interacting with the other bodies, yet body is not accepted as the self. Is it not? Like we are in the car, traveling in the car every day, yet I am not the car. Stay in the house throughout the day, throughout life, yet I am not the house. We do these things. Sort of being in the Deha, conducting with the Deha, yet मैं Deha nahi hu. What a great upalabdhi it is if we can really achieve it. 50% problem is gone. The whole problem is Dehosmi, and to that Deha Bhayam, Deha propitiation, all that this only. हमारे 24 घंटे में 16 घंटे देह के लिए जाते हैं. नींद में जो खाओ भोजन वगैरह सारा मैक्सिमम फॉर द देह ओनली. Beautification of deha, talking about deha, security of the deha, feeding the deha, exercise to the deha, medicine to deha, ये सारे शरीर के लिए तो है. All what you have in our house, 90% are our body. So पुनः एव संशयम आपन्नः वरुणम वेतनम उपससार is explained. Okay. Then संशय हेतु अस्य इति उच्यते. संशय का हेतु क्या है? अन्नस्य उत्पत्ति दर्शनात्. So that is exhaustively explained. Anna is seen to be born, modifying, dying. Brahman is unborn, unmodified, and dying. Therefore, Anna is not Brahman. Okay. Then, having gone to the father, Adi Bhagavo Brahmeti, Tagam Hovacha, Tapasa Brahma Vijignyasasva, Tapo Brahmeti. Okay. Satapo Tapyata, Satapas Tattwa. All these are direct explanations, simple sentences. Can't explain them, but he is explaining 2, 3 very, very essential things. One of them is Utpatti Darshan ke karana, Annamaya is not Brahma. Anna is not Brahma. Now, the second one is what? Listen carefully. Tapasaha punaha punaha upadeshaha. In every of the Anuvaka, the Guru is doing Upadesha, go and do the Vasya, go and do the Vasya, go and do the Vasya. Remember, in the first Anuvaka, it did not tell to do the Vasya. But disciple, because it tuned to the Guru, he understood the Guru wants me to do the Vasya only. How do you prove it? Because when the Shishya did the Vasya and came back and reported, Guru did not say कि तू तपस्या हो गया, मैंने तो मना ही नहीं किया था तुमको, मना किया था मैंने थोड़ी बोला था तुमको करने को. Instead of that, the Guru was congratulating as he was telling him, every time do tapasya only. That means what? Tapasya was the real sadhana which Guru expected. Because of tuning to the Guru, disciple discovered that and he did that only which is approved and again advised by the Guru. This is the one thing. Second thing is what? Ki tapasaha punah punah upadeshaha. Why again and again tapasya told? Why not other sadhanas? Only tapasya in every of the Anuvaka. Why the Guru has said? Narayana. This we have to understand. Very, very important. What is it? Ki sadhana atichayatva avadharana artha. For the disciple, avadharana hona hai. Avadharana means full conviction. Avadharana artha means for the sake of doubtless, complete conviction of the disciple, that tapasya is said again and again. So what is the type of doubtless conviction about tapasya? That ki tapasya alone is sadhana atishaya. Sadhana atitya shetya iti atishaya means many sadhanas. But the direct, important, very, very essential sadhana for Brahma Jnana is tapasya compared to other sadhanas. ये बताने के लिए. Therefore, all other sadhana should bring us to the sadhana of tapasya. If you have already reached to the tapasadhana ability capacity, we need not go to the earlier lower sadhanas. And by all other lower sadhanas, direct Brahman is not reached. They take us to the tapasya level. When tapasya is done, that reaches us to Paramatma. And what are the 3 tapasyas here? Tapasya number 1, taking each of the dwara and analyzing to find whether it is satisfying all conditions of Brahman or not. Second is what? Understanding that they are not fulfilling, they were rejecting them through the Vyatireka. By rejecting it, going to the next inquiry. These three put together is tapasya. Going to the next level. We have to work. नहीं तो ये तो ब्रह्म नहीं निकला करके छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए. Go to the next level. नहीं, when you are hungry, go for some hotel to eat. So every hotel you went, you didn't get your choice of food. You don't die out of hunger. कम से कम वो पानी पियोगे, कोई फल खरीद के खाओगे. You will go on putting your efforts. In the same way, the three tapasyas are what? Matching. First tapasya is, we have forgotten. That is what is the whole purpose is. First tapasya is what? Doing bahya antakarana samadhana. Okay? Because the outer and inner karanas have million tendencies and probabilities, opportunities to drag our attention into their own respective fields, which is samsara. We are here to inquire the truth, the reality, the self, the Brahman, the Atman, the Upanishad Vedya Brahman, the Mukti giving Paramatma. How can we go into the world? Through the faculties. Therefore, all the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Antakarana, quietening them is the first tapasya. Manasasya Indriyanam, Aikagram Paramantavaha, already we have seen. Second step of tapasya is taking the dwara and inquiring whether it fulfills these three tatastha lakshanas or not. Second tapasya. Third tapasya, what? If it is not fulfilling, then the ability gets to reject that to be Brahman ruthlessly once for all. Yet we have not reached Brahman. Therefore, the fourth tapasya is moving ahead to the next level. है कि नहीं? इस तरह से हर एक द्वार हमें खटखटाना है तब तक जब तक भगवान हमको मिल जाए. We have to keep on knocking every of the door till we find the Lord. One door is knocked here, Annamaya. Now, this thought how we got sadhana niratishayatvat tapasaha punaha punaha upadeshaha. Why Guru is giving the upadesha to disciple again and again? Beta tapasya karo, tapasa brahma vijignyasasva, tapasa brahma vijignyasasva. Why is he? Because niratishayatvat. Sadhana atishayatva avadharanartha. So without doing these 3 or 4 levels of tapasya, sadhana is not at all happening towards the Brahmanavati. So how many number of books we studied? How many of the variety things we have done on the name of sadhana? But the summary of all sadhanas are only these 4. First one, manasasya indriyana ekagram. Second one, with that single pointed faculties, taking the help of the mantra in which the lakshana of the Brahman is said, then with the help of that knocking the door and seeing whether that is fulfilling these lakshanas. If yes, it is Brahman. If not fulfilling, reject that as Brahman. This is the third sadhana. Fourth one, continue till the Brahman is gained. That is why in the next line, Bhashyakara says 2 important sentences. Okay, 4 things are said in this paragraph. First is what? Why doubt came in the mind of the disciple with which he went to the Guru कि अन्न से उत्पत्ति दर्शनात्. अन्न उत्पत्ति हो रहा है इसलिए अन्न ब्रह्म नहीं है, हो गया. Second thing said in this para is why tapasya is said puna punaha, because sadhana atishayatva avadharanartham. It's the most very important sadhana among all sadhanas. Any number of sadhanas you do, but they all should lead to these 4 sadhanas only. है ना? These 4 things which make it tapasya. Tapasya is सबसे निर्थे साधन है और उस तपस्या में 4 चीजें होते हैं. For this sake, tapasya is repeated again and again. The second topic is this one in this Anuvakam or in this para, the commentary of Bhashyakara. The third one and fourth one are very crucial. What is the third one? Third one he says ki yavatu, be attentive, brahmanaha lakshanam niratishayam na bhavati. Till that time you have to keep on doing tapasya. Brahmanaha lakshanam niratishayam bhavati means what? The Brahma Lakshanas are all fulfilled in something. Thereafter, you need not go further. Till that state of acme or final reaches, you have to go on doing the same tapasya of the 4 steps. 4 steps. What is that? Bhyaantakaranam samadhanam. Second point, matching with the lakshanas with the upalabdhi dwara. Third, if it's not matching, rejecting it ruthlessly to be not the Brahman. Fourth, go to the next one. When all lakshanas are matched, this is Brahman ascertained, then there is no need to go further. Till that acme point, that final point comes, we have to go on doing this tapasya on our seat of meditation every day. Till it happens. Second point is important. That is the total में third है, but in the connection of this one, यावत् ब्रह्मणः निरतिशयत्वं, यावत् ब्रह्मणः लक्षणम निरतिशयम न भवति, है ना, ब्रह्म का लक्षण को सेटिस्फाई करने वाला अनुभूति जब तक नहीं आता, ब्रह्मणः लक्षणम निरतिशयम, निरतिशयम मतलब अतिथ्य चेते न, ऑल ब्रह्म लक्षण आर फुलफिल्ड, वो वाला जब तक नहीं मिलता है तब तक तपस्या करना. सेकंड वन इज व्हाट कि यावच्च जिज्ञासा न निवर्तते, till the jignasa doesn't go away. How the jignasa goes away? When the jnanam is gained. What is the jnanam? Ham brahmasmi anubhuti. So till the through anubhuti the jignasa goes away, till the all lakshanas of Brahma fulfilled, that stage comes to us wherein we did not reject it with any sandeha, with any samshaya, and again we need to struggle for further journey जहाँ ये खत्म हो जाता है. जिज्ञासा निवर्तन होना चाहिए, देन कि ब्रह्म लक्षण का निरतिशय स्थिति रीच होना चाहिए. टिल दैट टाइम तावत तपः एव ते साधनम, तपः एव ते साधनम, तपः एव ते साधनम. योर साधना इज तपस्या 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 तपस्या. आज दिन भर, कल दिन भर, जिंदगी भर आज से ना तप 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 को ही हमें पकड़ना. You can bring all in definitions we explained 6 days back about tapasya, depending on where do we stand and which tapasya is required. At the very, very grossest worldly level, if we are, then we need to have the kaika, vachika, manasika, bauddhika tapasyas, which we have discussed. Then when we are too much identified with the upadhis, then the tapasya at the upadhi level of not catering to their needs, etc., that we have to. Then the third tapasya of quietening all of them and controlling them to be in our own hands, so that we, when they required, we use them, and not required, keep away. Tapasya. That is called as samadhanam. Manasasya indriyanam ekagram or bahya antakarananam samadhanam. That's what the definition for tapasya given. All definitions याद रख के निरंतर करते रहना. And these last two sentences, what it says, the parakasta of the tapasya is what? एक क्या है कि ब्रह्म लक्षण को satisfy करने वाला स्थिति पहुंच गए. Beyond that is nothing. Second is the jignasa that have to know Brahman is fulfilled. Where did the jignasa will be fulfilled? When I know that the Brahman who I am trying to know is known as my own experience, my own self. तब तक तपस्या में लगे रहो. तपस्या is these 4 plus other things. So यावत् ब्रह्मणः लक्षणं निरतिशयं न भवति, यावत् च जिज्ञासा न निवर्तते, तावत् tapah eva te sadhanam. Oh my dear child, you must do tapasya only. To convey this point, again and again he is repeating the same sentence, tapasa brahma vijñāsasva, tapasa brahma vijñāsasva, in every of the anuvaka. So this is a strong thing to us. Like I don't know, Rutam ja swadhyaya pravachane tavascha swadhyaya davascha shavascha. While telling all that to a grihastha, while saying tapas swadhyaya pravachane so many times, what was meant? Meaning was, how much you are busy in routine, you have to attend your Upanishad classes, you have to do little of Manana Chintana. It was a compulsory routine of the day. Why Gayatri Mantra every day? Only then we tune to Surya with his blessings, our intellect is sharp. At least, if not, it is inquiring the Brahman. At least it is at the mature level of fulfilling its duties, not falling in doing the wrong things. Or be higher cheese through Gayatri Mantra we may get. But at least for that sake, we have to do every day. So to yajna har din क्यों करना है? Dana har din क्यों करना है? Like yesterday we saw, badvam, he gave the danam yesterday. So at the gross level, taking the annam 3-4 times every day, having that sleep for 5-6 hours every day, for various reasons, they being compulsory. In the same way, we have to make tapasya compulsory every day throughout life till Paramatma is reached. So what is our lakshya? Brahma Prapti. What is our sadhana? Tapasya. What tapasya includes? Bahya antakarananam samadhanam. Thereafter, on the seat of dhyanam, after quietening them, using these lakshanas to experiment on these six dvara. By that, the obvious result is what? In the beginning, they appear to be satisfying the said conditions or definition of Brahman. But on the deeper inquiry, some of the Brahma lakshanas they don't accept or approve. They won't satisfy. Therefore, they reject. The most important thing here is rejecting the earlier to go to the next question. तो जब तक ruthlessly अन्नमय कोश को रिजेक्ट नहीं करते we can never enter into pranamaya kosha in sadhana. And unless these two are rejected under prana, we can't go to the mind level. And every time when we are going to the higher sukshma level of upadhi, transcending the lower, we have to observe entire lifestyle should change. For example, yeah, if I have come to the prana level, taking the prana as Brahma, for that rejected and transcended the anna as the Brahma. The whole life में से हमारे माइंड में से हमारे व्यवहार में से अन्नमय कोश संबंधी कोई भी विचार कोई भी डिस्कशन कोई भी थिंकिंग इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होना चाहिए. Because the goal is Brahman, Annamayam is not Brahman, then why are you worried about it? And whether in our own mind entertaining about our own Annamaya or in the interaction with others, topic becoming Annamaya is totally transcended. Neither he will ask others, कहाँ आपने जन्म लिया, क्या उम्र है आपका, कौन से जात के हो, nor he will tell his own, because they all belong to Annamaya. अब वो ब्रह्म नहीं है, ब्रह्म is our लक्ष्य. So too, he will not ask others' birth, growth, death. He will not be concerned about his own birth, growth, and death because they belong to Annamaya. Annamaya is not Brahman. Brahman is my goal. Is it not? When my goal is something different, and definitely not this one, then definitely we have to give it up, no? If we have not done that thing, then we have not understood what is the Upanishad is conveying, and we have not done the sadhana also. समझिए नहीं तो कह रहेंगे कैसे साधना. See, the children are told बेटा आके पढ़ो रे, पढ़ो तो will get the good marks, pass हो जाओगे. खामखा नहीं करते हुए, why are you wasting your time in all the games and making your intellect dull and ineffective for study? How obvious are teachings of parents? But the child has to be matured to accept it, understand it. नहीं है तो every day there is struggle. Parents shouting at them, children getting frustrated. Why is example given? Same way, when our goal is Brahman, when the Annamaya is not Brahman, why the hell we are holding on to catering to the Annamaya Kosha's demands and needs? First, this conviction should come, then slowly, we have to reduce and make it minimum. The surprising two things what will happen is lot of time and lot of energy is conserved for our sadhana, as we told you in the beginning, because 90% of our time energies are uselessly wasted for this not Brahman Annamaya Kosha. कोई जानबूझकर कोई रेती में या रेगिस्तान में बीज बोएगा क्या कि he will not do. He knows that it will not give the yield or crop. कोई भी नहीं करता, कोई भी अकलमंद. We have to be very careful. So such a great relief one gets if one understands this and gets avoided. And in that the 2-3 things are what? The Annamaya is given for me to stay in it. Because I am staying in it, I'll have to take care of it. That's it. And in taking care of it, others also are helping. Therefore, I must do something to them through this Annamaya. And finally, it is given to me in this or that form because of my own earlier karma called as prarabdha. And what it gets as sukha dukkha and how long it lives and dies, it all part of prarabdha. I need not worry. These five things, when they are added along with rejecting Annamaya to be the Brahma and moving further, if we do, we are completely doing sadhana. Pakka we are in. And see the relief when we stop seeing the world giving importance to Annamaya, ours and others. देखो, all attachments to the children are Annamaya only. Because other than the Annamaya, in them the Jiva is there. और जीव का हमसे क्या संबंध है? Jiva we have not created. The Sharira is given by parents, not the Jiva. Jiva entered in that. He has his own journey. Whether it is your elderly parents, whether your siblings, brother, sister, your children or grandchildren, उस जीव का इस जीव का संबंध ही नहीं है to get attached. क्योंकि some duty, some प्रारब्ध are there. वो continue करो. Beyond that, we don't worry. And all attachments are देह संबंध से. मेरा बेटा. I am Sharira and is born out of my Sharira, therefore it is. We ourselves are not Sharira. Is it not? एकदम वो delusory attachments जो है ना ऐसे कट हो जाते हैं. If this clicks to us, click होना चाहिए. For that, the mind has to be in the Shuddha Sattva Guna. For that, only lot of upasanas, prayers we have to do. That is why the first sadhana of tapaha, manasasya indriyanam aikakryam, or bhahyanta karananam samadhana rupi tapasya. Very, very, very important these topics what we are discussing today. So, then what happened? यावत् ब्रह्मणः लक्षणं निर्तिशयं न भवति यावत् जिज्ञासा न निवर्तते तावत् तपः एव ते साधनम्. Therefore, what Guru said, tapasa eva brahma vijignasasva iti artha. The meaning of saying again and again tapasa eva brahma vijignasasva, because through tapasya only these two are achieved, and to achieve these two only tapasya has to be done. What are the two things? One, Brahmanaha Niratishayam Lakshanam Bhavati. Means we reach to a state where all Lakshanas of Brahma are proved, not to be rejected, fully satisfied. Second is Jignasa completed. जिज्ञासा पूर्ति हो जाए. जिज्ञासा ज्ञान में पूर्ति हो जाता है. जिज्ञासा ज्ञातम इच्छा. The desire to know ends when the knowledge is gained. And when the jnana will jignasa end, when I discover that Brahman to be myself. So till I discover Brahman to be myself, the real self, satisfying all these conditionings, what I have to go on doing is nothing but tapasya. Tapasya. This is the first anuvakam. Second anuvakam. Iti dvitiyo anuvakaha. He says ruju anyat. Other things. Takamohovacha tapasa brahma vijignasasva tapo brahmeti satapo tapyata satapastaptva. These are the last 3-4 lines of the second anuvaka. Nothing to comment on that. It was already said. Therefore, रुजु अन्यत तुम समझ लो उसको. अब भगवान शंकर जी ने छोड़ दिया तो मैं भी छोड़ देता हूँ. You think about it. Then having done tapasya, at that time he knocked the second door. Annam pranam chakshu shrotram mano vacham. Out of that, the second one is what? Pranam. He knocked the door of prana and looked into it. Exactly like Anna, the prana also appeared to be Brahman in the beginning. As he was getting excited, again because of some shortcomings, the doubt came in his mind. Again with the doubt, he went to the Guru. He never remained with the doubt. He never be without going to the Guru. He went to the Guru, informed the Guru, ये इतना समझा मैंने और मेरे समझ में थोड़ा कमी है, मैं क्या करूं? उसी लाइन में तू जाओ. What you are doing is same, intense way, same search, deep and the same search. And that's what's happening here. When Guru is saying go and do tapasya, and the disciple is really doing tapasya, from one kosha, ruthlessly is rising above. This is called actual Vedanta, actual Tapasya. Only then we become deeper, subtler in going nearer and nearer to ourselves on the Siddha meditation, which is the giver of the experience of liberation by giving it the experience of the self. Otherwise, we listen our theory, it is kept again in the book. Whole day we live only as Annamaya Samsari. Thereafter, you blame the Guru, blame the Shastra, nobody will take the blame. Hmm. You can't blame the mother or the cook in the hotel or server कि मेरा भूख नहीं मिठा. Why? They gave all the 20 types of foods on the table. You have not eaten. फिर भी मैं भूखा हूँ. Mother has served them. You have not eaten, so your book will not go. Then how can you blame her? Her job is to give food. She can't push it in your mouth. So to the bearer in the hotel gives all the dishes. You are suffering. इतना भूख लग रहा है बाबा. Then don't blame this because of you, because of it. They have given the food. You have to consume. So to the Guru, Daivam, Shastra have given the food to the sadhana. We have to do sadhana called consumption. Then only we get the freed from that hunger and thirst, pangs, या the samsara दुख से हम मुक्त हो जाएंगे. Subjective हमको बनना है. Deep. Taking the help of these things. Now we understood why the third Bhrugu Valli has become so essential in life, and in that sadhanatvena tapaha vaktavyaha tapa कह रहे. And what is tapa? Don't ask now. कायिक वाचिक मानसिक तपस्या शुरू करके बाह्य अंतःकरणों का समाधान करके एकाग्र करके using these sentences of the Upanishad Lakshanas, then experimenting on the Brahma Lakshanas, experimenting on the Dwara and reject. If they are not satisfying the Brahma, all Lakshanas. Once you reject, reject once for all. Till the rejection is once for all, daily reject it. Like till the Brahma Tattva Jnanam, Siddhanta Jnanam is clear, are we not doing class every day? Like till our acceptance of Saguna Sakara Paramatma to bless us is accepted in the form of Rama and Krishna, are we not doing every day Bhagavatam in the evening and Ramayana? In the same way, every day dhyan mein hi karna, every day dhyan karna. So Lord Krishna yesterday was doing that only. Early morning, having got up at Brahma Murta, Varipasprushya, Brahma Paramam, he was doing dhyanam. Dadhyau Brahma Paramam. He has transcended all that, therefore he could establish in Brahman. There is no struggle to him. As much as time he wants, he is in Brahmanamurti, then he come to the Utthana Sthiti because he took the avatar as human to do the Leelas. In the same way, for us also, you take avatar and do all your outer Leela, but सुबह 2-4 घंटे बैठ के ये साधना. For us, it's a struggle because we have not reached that level of totally rejecting the upadhis. But that's the thing we have to do. Every day karna hai, every day. Remember, only one thing in spirituality is repetition, repetition, repetition. बार 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 करने से ही पुनः पुनः पौनः पुण्येन, then only we'll be going ahead. एक बार करने से नहीं होता. Because so many जन्म I am देहोस्मि, the bondage is there. Suddenly चले जाओ बोल तो जाता नहीं. बहुत जन्म के लिए करना पड़ता है. Here Upanishad will not stop. Okay, के चला जाता है. Because we'll have to complete the subject. We can't wait for us. But we have to travel with that. Till we reach it, we have to keep on doing. Now what happened? Second May, having gone to father, when father told him, बेटा दोबारा तपस्या कहो, है ना? तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व. Through tapasya, do the jignasa Brahman and come to know him. Tapo Brahma iti. Oh my dear son, tapasya itself is Brahman. Such a great one it is. Having heard it from the Guru, Satapodapyata, he did tapasya. Satapastatva, having done tapasya, what did he discover now as Brahman in the third Anuvaka? He is this one. Let us chant this one today. And tomorrow all this we'll go through फटाफट. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. अभी 2 मिनट में भी कर सकता हूँ मैं, लेकिन let us spare it for tomorrow. Just chant the third Anuvaka. प्राणो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् प्राणाद्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते प्राणेन जातानि जीवन्ति प्राणं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगं होवाच तवसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपोतप्यत स तपस्तप्त्वा। देखो सीक्वेंशियली सिस्टमैटिकली एक एक को रिजेक्ट करना, नॉट अब्रप्टली हमने चारों को भगा दिया, कोशों को अभी 5 में आ गया हूं मैं, ऐसा नहीं. एंश्योर वन बाय वन systematically. So with the same reason like the earlier, he comes to know that prana is Brahma. As he was dancing in ecstasy, that I discovered Brahman, that is prana. Suddenly he has got again samshaya. Then he went to again father. Father again same thing. Then the mano vijnana. Same it is. The whole onus is in the disciple to do the Bhashyam. Therefore, the Guru, the Shankara, did not comment anything. Shruti Mata will have to say what exactly happened to the disciple. So she went on telling the Anuvakas. The same thing will continue in the next 4 Anuvaka. See tomorrow. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Paramahanshibhyo Namaha, Parabrahmane Namaha, Shruti Matre Namaha, Tatsat Brahma Arpanamastu. Wonderful.